That was impressive, man.
Good morning, y'all, and welcome to today's edition of Football Tuesdays right here on First Gen Xers and the First Gen Xers Network and the Double KK Double Network on YouTube. I am your host, Darklrd100, aka Double KK Double, and today we're going to play a little College Football 27. We're going to continue our dynasty with the Michigan franchise coming off again another national title loss to Oregon. But somehow came out ranked number 1 this season, so we'll see what happens with this year's title game. Right now we're going into a matchup which should have been number 2 Michigan versus number 1 Nebraska, but Nebraska caught the L against Wisconsin the week before, so it's going to be number 1 Michigan versus number 12 Nebraska. And we'll see how this goes because they're a pretty strong squad, so hopefully this team can keep up, or this team can get a lead early and keep that lead, because Nebraska is going to score, and they're going to score often. Maybe. It's in the big house, so we'll see. All right, y'all, so that's it. Let's rock and roll. Any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave them in the comments section, whether that be on YouTube or on Twitch, and I will respond to you via mic as I can. Other than that, let's rock and roll. Let's get into the game. Let's go.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. The Cornhuskers will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. And here comes the maestro of this offense. As we get late in the season, his performance has made him a contender, if not one of the favorites, for the Heisman Trophy. They'll run it. Sweet cut there.
Get it,
Still
son.
on his feet at the 45.
Get it, son.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it on the counter. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to establish the run. All over him immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick.
Unleashes one deep. It's caught.
And he caught it. There you go.
Michigan.
Reese, yeah, Reese.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
First drive, let's go. Anumiatoga.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
One in college, and he got both of them. So we're good.
After taking another look, Justin.
The music stopped. Now that it's officially a touchdown, the music plays. That's great.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cornhuskers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Justin. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. But that is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental Simon errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Right at the line. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And you got to love that third down, man. Third and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on third and short, getting that next set of downs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down.
Beautiful.
Now dealing with 4th
Good
down.
D.
And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Oh, boo. I hate these late.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Quick give. It's Rasmussen. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gonna try to get it himself. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Throws for the tight end.
There we go.
It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Keeps it on 1st down. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Wish I could tell.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
That starts. She said hand it off.
Looking for a crease. It's Rasmussen. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
On the move. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. And let's see if they try to convert on 4th.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Fires complete on the crosser.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Huskers will punt.
What's up, BG Bo? Yeah, what did you need me to message you with? I literally, it's been so long since I saw that original message, I've forgotten the information that you needed.
He is knocked down immediately.
But if you could remind me, I'll send it to you today.
Team had its hair on fire. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
I do apologize for that.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. It's caught.
Damn.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Now on the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
There it is. There it is. Gone.
There he goes. Into the end zone unimpeded.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Come on, guys. They call that way too much.
And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play fake. He turns that loose down the right side.
Oh, come on.
Into traffic. It's picked off.
Hopefully that's passing.
They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away.
This would be the first year, if I can complete the season, that I'll go into off-season as the #1 seed.
Yards on the play, second and 5 coming.
Early or
halfway
Oregon
there
has
on first down, it's second and 5.
Going, I never even sniff it.
Give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Rasmussen. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Throw it, throw it.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass.
You had 2 wide open wide receivers and did not.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense.
Which one of my guys is that?
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game.
Oh, McQuaid.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, going to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. to make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, pressure's coming. Picked off.
Oh, look at that.
Nice
Took it
pick
out
up
of
on the return,
midair.
and more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
It's better.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense. And
touchdown, Michigan! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. He's past the marker. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Maybe a crease. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball.
They'll try to convert on 4th and short from the 20. The fake wants to throw. They're working that left side. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, gonna throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's what I thought.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It is perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run him again. He's got enough. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he can...
Trying to get behind the defense.
There it is.
Got it inside the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Makes a connection. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The Huskers in the hurry up.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down to the air. Got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Just keep slinging it. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 3rd and long right here.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. And the deflection
Almost
on
a
3rd
pick.
down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Oh, and that
The
would have been a pick,
Cornhuskers
probably
will
a
try
pick
to pin
6
them
too.
back with the punt.
It's close.
They didn't block the punt, but the pressure definitely affected him as he got that one away. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Might as well give it to him again. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hand it to the back. Crosses the 45. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the NC State Wolfpack.
Nice. Losing or probably have even played.
Now over to your game inside the big house. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Right.
Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Back to pass on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Got out the pocket.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. He's got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Boss?
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Coverage unit all over and stopped immediately. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Could not make his way to the corner. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Working the ground game. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it all.
Fudge.
He's got it at the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Pulls it in the
Why?
end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
Okay. Now we are going to have to go back and figure out why in the world you just stood there and why did you look inside like that? Just stay with your receiver. It's man coverage.
Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They want to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
That keeps the score. Michigan 27, Nebraska 9.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position.
Return is tackled down at the 17.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well run him again. Bring him down.
Man, y'all gonna
Linebackers
actually
in today's
block or y'all
football,
gonna
obviously,
pull this
guys have
BS
gotten
for
smaller.
you?
They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Look out.
Throw it.
He's got enough for the first down.
There it
and
is.
They roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little
Those of
extra
you wondering
mustard
why
on it,
I went
and he
for it
shows you
there,
the arm
it's called
talent on the
momentum
throw.
shift.
Thank you. That's what the defensive
Momentum
backs
was starting
say
to shift
the
into
defensive
their
linemen
favor, so
when
I
they
had
get
to
home
try
and
to
put
do
pressure on the
something.
quarterback fast.
Try
and
to
the ball
get
comes
it
out erratic.
back.
From the
towards
gun,
me.
they'll try to impose their running game. He's got 98 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Driving forward, it's Rasmussen. Stopped right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This is 1 of 2 games today, guys. So stick around.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, no guts, no glory. He's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard
They
line.
made it to
return
even
before
the
he
20.
stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Turning it on.
My goodness.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes a catch. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. They want to run it left here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This was a huge matchup coming into the week. Really didn't expect it to be put away quite so soon. And you have to wonder, as we look at the scoreboard, the impact this will have on the rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Handoff again. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Caught. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Nebraska!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it.
It's not adjustments. It's just all of a sudden they decide they're good to do this.
Michigan 30, Nebraska 16.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for running room. Got him right there.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the back over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Still looking. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converting the 4th down to keep the drive going. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolverines. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And I absolutely...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball.
Oh, you gotta be
And he's
kidding me.
brought
Come
down,
on.
But he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Quick give. Spins away from the defense. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking to throw for it. Rush right in his face. Got out of trouble and throws. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it. Breaks into the open. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Turns it upfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down.
That's what
Let's see
happens
what
when
this
guys
is about.
run to blocks instead of running towards instead of looking
That
to
score
work
could have put
towards
them within
wherever the
realistic
running back
striking
is.
distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown!
And of
Huskers!
course,
Right on the money.
why
Makes
he's
the
wide
grab
open
in the
is
end
beyond
zone.
me. This guy who's following
And I
him
think
and
this
just
is really the
stops.
separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he puts through the extra point.
Yes.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously
Just going for the
expecting
onside
onside
kick
kick.
down
They got their
14.
hands team on the
They
field. They're
scored.
able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Be a field goal
First play
or a
of this
touchdown
drive.
or scoring.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the
Why did you
contact.
throw it to a triple
Well, no
covered guy?
question where
You
this
had a
quarterback
wide
is gonna
open
be
guy.
trying to go with the
Yeah,
football in
your
this game,
decision
right?
making.
He's looking for
At
his
home.
big play
And
wide
again,
out, and the
we're
defense
up
knows it. They had him double covered that time.
No pressure in the pocket is beyond.
Under pressure. And he gets it away.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out, quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Got to make the play on 4th. Complete out of the backfield.
Why did you step out of bounds?
Nowhere close to the line to gain as he is ridden out of bounds, and this defense makes a statement. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Ball at the 31.
Oh, that's one thing I loved about
Coming
Steve Spurrier.
defense trying to rise up. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
About the time of the game.
Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yo, what's up, pup? Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you lurking.
Wants to throw on 1st. Here comes the heat. Caught. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalty.
And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The option, he'll keep it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that
way downfield there, too.
And the Huskers will call on their punt team. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Coming into this one, we
did throw a pick,
whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
7 yards and a touchdown. Sack, I'll accept it. See if I hold on to number 1, I should. Let's see. USC lost, huh? Yeah. So maybe now we got Michigan State. Oh no, we don't have another home game. Oops. Oh well. Alright, it's gonna be a tough road. To advance it, and then we'll take our promo break here in a second. I got the hard save. Tackle. Ohio State remain ranked in the top 5. Oh, he's got a bye week this week, so I should. Sure he didn't sneak on. It's gonna be me in Minnesota. Time in the conference championship. what you need. That's wild, guys. Sacks. That's insane. All right, so like I said, we're going to take a big, I believe that was my 80th win, too. It was. And job is safe. One loss can change all of that. All right, so like I said, I'm going to take quick promos, promo break, and then I'll be right back. And we will dig into a little bit of recruiting and the Michigan State game. Or it's the Spartans, Michigan State. All right, be right back. are back. So we got everybody here. Team. Halfback. See what's available. Let's talk. So take me until season. Sure. See what happens this week to see if it's spots. Start, so start. This is what it's been. Let's get to this game. It's Michigan State. Interesting. Let's go. Let's go.
The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium, it's the Michigan Wolverines and the Michigan State Spartans. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with Coach Brent Key before the game. This is a huge game and they want to get the win, but they're going to be very creative on behalf of their wide receiver here today. They know he has a chance for school history with the most receiving touchdowns in a career. So what do? They know the defense will be keying on him, particularly in the red zone. So I went to practice and watched what they've got in store. They are going to be very creative with their play calling to help their wideout get that history and get that record here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. On the move from inside his 5. So Michigan's offense will start this game off with the football. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Spins away from the defender. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one. Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat.
Makes a grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Swamped immediately.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
2nd down to the air. Setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. On the ground, it's Duggan. Defense all over him. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
No room to bring it back. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it on 2nd down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it on the outside, it's Peterson. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On the move. He'll pull it down and run. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there.
Get it, son!
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the top. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Offense set on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. The give on the counter. There he goes. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Lets it fly. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Burrowing for yardage. Quick spin on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Stop it with these late flags.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
It's beyond me.
Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Marsh. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to squeak through the pile. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like...
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6
Touchdown,
more to the board, but
Michigan.
to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Michigan State, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Left side is Peterson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
This is a game back.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
and add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. From the gun, running back gets to give. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he's brought down after a short gain. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's an encouraging sign to see for this offense. Last possession, they had to punt. Now 3rd down. They get the 3rd down right away. Execute at a good level. Move the sticks. Maybe get some momentum going here for this offense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Goodness gracious. If you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? 2nd down, gonna throw it. Oh, he's gonna try to hit him deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got room on the return. Down to the 36-yard line, and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in, it's long. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Peterson. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. The hand to the running back.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Play action on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just got rid of that one.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Drops back on first down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it in his belly. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Snap in the shotgun. Caught behind the line. It's Duggan. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. That last completion lost 3 yards and brings up a tough 3rd down situation. He's looking downfield to throw. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 18 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Tigers getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring goal.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Keeps it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Looking for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got his man. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. From the gun, the ground game. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They put the brakes on it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're down a couple of touchdowns, and they've only been able to muster a field goal on offense. A touchdown drive would be nice here. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Making his first move. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll try the counter. Turning it on. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Give to the running back. Good, strong tackle.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthen their position. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Number 9, Celtic kickoff.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game and things... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Keeps it on the option. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be stopped short and they'll force a 4th down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Hits inside, it's Rasmussen. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Ran right
Oh,
through
my
the
God.
defender,
What
and now he's
happened
still
there?
running.
Good job.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Rasmussen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to pass. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, show what's inside your chest.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, he's got some space. The sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing.
Intercepted.
Bang.
Back in their own end, and they stop the drive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. motion from the wide receiver. Second down, gonna throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That sack's on him, not the O-line. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass it. Take it.
Personal foul.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Duggan. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throwing. They've got to go a long way. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Back's got it on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alrighty. That'll do it for us today, y'all. I appreciate it, Givo. As soon as I figure out what I want to message you ASAP. So, we will see you guys mañana. 2K, the winning streak that I was on last time is over. 12 games. Started. Other than that, be sure to check out the website, 2kk2network.com. And later on tonight should be Saint versus them. And, yeah. 2K. See ya next time.
Bye.